Let's do this.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to a critically average adventure, and welcome to this little corner of the planet known as Earl that we like to call Gargamel, and we find up high the fragments. It's a D&D 5e campaign. I'm playing with my friends, and these are my friends. When last we had an adventure with our compatriots, compadres, brothers, sisters in arms, we were collecting friends essentially as we went through the forest, and
Yes.
Pokemon cards.
yeah, we came across some tiny little phase sprite type things that moved super fast and started harrying our party, being fundamentally just obnoxious and annoying. We then had a further. No, first of all, we found the cart that everybody got on with two humans who had some wood on the back of the cart.
I think we had the little brownie things first, didn't we?
Oh no, yeah, no, that was the order. Yeah, Quickling's
Exactly.
cart, then some
Thank you
guys with
for
red
the-
hats that you've now gathered, and you've all seemed to like persuade them not to fight you at the moment.
Yeah.
And they're all aboard this little cart, and we
Hey.
see that here on the screen. As you can see, look, it's like in real life, isn't it?
Beautiful.
That
Truly.
is a very big horse.
Horses are large tokens in D&D. It's in the stat blocks. So don't.
No, but like that horse is wide.
Yeah. Not
Mine
all big, too
was-
in chunky. This thing's had
I'm
some
more concerned.
pies.
I was more concerned about where the sort of the two arms of the
Yeah. It's going up its bum, Peter.
Look,
It's
I
amazing.
couldn't work out how to turn off clipping, so it's snapping to grid.
Yep. I heard
So
this one.
everything is snapping to grid, and when this snapped to grid, it snapped into the horse's rectum. Okay, just like that, straight in. No,
So we're
loop.
now on a runaway horse.
yeah. Yeah.
It's the angle of the tail as well.
Yeah, the angle of the tail, the fact that someone broke its neck, that and the listening constantly feeding it pies. It's
horse
an interesting
is-
horse.
Pies and steroids.
Yeah. It's a roided up horse.
It's like, yeah, let's go.
This horse is comfortable. It's-
The thing is, it's right to pull in a cart, because if it was to like lay down at all, it would not be going back up.
This horse never stops.
It's learned to sleep standing up, so it doesn't have to lay down.
Well, it's propped up with a cart.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh,
He just
no.
backs up a little
No.
bit.
Oh no! No.
yeah,
Anyway,
Ah,
that's where we find ourselves.
welcome to the Fragments. It's a D&D campaign. I'm playing with my friends, and these are my friends.
These were my friends. Things are changing quite drastically. Yeah, so the journey is going reasonably well. It's coming on mid-morning, you might think. And you've no, it's coming mid-afternoon, sorry, because you traveled most of the morning. You camped out, is that right? Camped and kind of got your body clocks a bit sorted.
yes, because we broke out into midday. We had no idea what time it was. We were just daylight.
Yes, I
It
think
was just like,
we've adjusted body clocks effectively enough to be a bit more functional, a bit more in the circadian rhythms are slightly realigned, to say the least.
why is there a pair of scissors in front of me?
And
But yeah.
you start trekking through. Is there anything anybody would like to do while they are moving through the space at all?
Not to be attacked.
Not be attacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be very nice.
Describe that. Describe that to me. How does not being attacked look for Erwin?
I seem to have no holes at a bleeding red clot. I think and no sudden sharp pains or pointed
I'd like not to play
appearing in my
D&D,
body.
basically a combat game, please.
I don't see D&D as a combat game. Just has a lot of combat rules. Mm.
True.
Ah, no. It's an economic. I can't even say it now. Wow, you completely broke me. Well done.
Yes.
And we are 5 minutes in.
Right.
Collapses off his stool. That's his knees again.
Yeah. No, it would be to me. I would not be consider myself in too much danger if there are no sudden wobbles in the air, no sudden shifts that indicate that the Feywild is trying to incursion again.
So
That there are no buzzy, slight giggling things trying to slip me up.
okay, can I have a perception check from you then while you're having a look round?
I will certainly try. I will certainly try
Um,
indeed.
Can
Perception.
advantage because I'd be doing the same thing.
Yeah, okay. Roll with advantage. Killian Norton's going to be on the lookout. So
I'd like to be rolling with advantage.
it's
Let's roll with
Charlie and Jax are kind of left to our own devices. What's Jackson up to?
Well, I was chatting to the little fairy guy, but brownie guy, but he didn't want to talk and wasn't very helpful, so I put him back in the hat.
Yes.
So I think I was sitting on top of the log because I was worried about weird magic-y stuff.
Yes.
I'm actually going to have a look at the wood and see if I think it would actually be good for, like, you know, the pole of the pole arm type thing.
Oh yeah. More. I think you would just make kind of like a smithing check, basically. What you know, with your you can roll with your smith's stuff because Jax has smith stuff. He does, doesn't he?
It's Jax is a smith, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Cool. I'll check with the smith. What was your perception then?
24.
24. Oh, lively. Little ears pricked up, staring around. Killian Norn. You kind of put him on your shoulders every now and then when he wants to look over a particularly large hedge.
I can see that happening. Yeah.
And you know, trying to ignore the kind of mumbling between the two little gnomish creatures that are also on the cart, who kind of are speaking to each other, like, kind of mumbling to each other, and kind of they do look a little shifty, these fellas, but for the time being, they seem, you know, like pretty much peaceful. They're not up to anything particularly bad. And you've seen Jackson.
They're in Jax's reach.
Yeah. Oh, two
I'm
gnomes.
pretty sure I could get a good lob off of a cart with a gnome.
Wow. Yeah.
Just grab a hat, swing.
Yeah. Thor hammer type thing. See if it fly.
Yes, I would like.
Surely that's a sport.
Gnome lob.
Gnome tossing.
It is now.
Surely somewhere that is a sport.
It is. It is definitely now going to exist in a place. Are these? But are the gnomes volunteers? Are the gnomes?
Oh no.
They're held against their will.
No. They're the bad ones.
Oh, the bad gnomes are lobbed. Okay, yeah, I get this. But for that, they're given their freedom.
No.
Freedom.
It's within enclosed spaces.
Okay, let's pop a gnome lobbing arena.
Yeah.
Or
Welcome to Gnome Lob.
You
if
know
it's a pointy hat, you can have like a dartboard type thing and see if you can.
See?
Okay, so it's Wolf of Wall Street from Tosto Midget. Gotcha.
It's like, like javelin.
Yeah.
In a like arena.
Yeah, like an
Maybe that.
Olympic sport.
Yeah.
There's various sports
And
involving the abuse of
again,
gnomes.
Because of the pointy hat, they would go into the ground and be
Yeah.
head first.
That's it. That's the
Right.
idea anyway.
Yeah.
You've got to get the right spin on
Thus,
it.
we'd have less gnomes in the world. Brilliant. Fantastic.
Plan
with no drawback.
Why?
You look among the shrubbery and the trees and the thick branches, and this track has become gradually more a track rather than an animal track, as we were discussing earlier. Some of them were less trod paths.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of things you notice. with a perception, even though some of this would be more of like an insight check normally. You notice your drivers relax a little bit. Their shoulders kind of slacken, and they seem to be like a bit like kind of smiling at each other, and a little less willing on the old the reins. They're not making the old horse move quite as fast. What's the word? I don't want to say chomping at the bit. That's the wrong thing. They're not making the horse move faster through. They're just kind of going at its own pace. You also, with the 24, you start smelling the smell of smoke, wood smoke, by the scent of things.
Are we coming up on a habitation? I say to the drivers.
Oh, yeah, we made it without any interruptions or too much. Well, apart from these two.
Are you calling us an interruption?
Well,
A
yeah,
useful addition.
yeah, useful additions, but sometimes it can be pretty tricky trying to navigate Gargamel.
Hopefully that'll be a little bit easier these days.
Yeah,
Although it may put a bit of a stipend on your trade.
what do you mean?
If the forest is a little bit safer, perhaps the elves will be a little bit less distracted.
They might come back too.
That should take time. You got time.
Well, yeah, well, worse than the elves of Gargamel have always been getting on absolutely splendidly, actually. Yeah, it's just a little base here to get some respite in a little while. Put our feet up, have a bit of a relax, and
Can I do an insight check?
what are you trying to find out, Killian Norn?
I don't trust them.
You mean you don't trust the people who are literally illegally
Poachers.
illegal logging in the elven forest?
No, in regards to they're saying it's a place where we can put our feet up and relax and stuff like that.
Or you
I'm
think
like-
there's something untoward about their thing? Okay, roll me a dice.
I'm gonna try my new one.
Jax, how did you get on with that?
I got a 27, I believe.
Oh,
Rolling like gods tonight. Yeah.
oh, fire dice today. That's the
Okay,
new
so-
dice as well. Look
I
at
know,
that.
I was like, I'm gonna try my new one.
19 for the first roll on that new dice, new blue.
So that was
Ooh.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20, 27. Jackson, yes, perfect. Absolutely marvellous. Apart from the problem with the resin that you have
I
established.
didn't see, because if it fucks up magic, I kind of see that as a plus.
Yeah, you think the very way to work this wood must be very specific. There must be a way to use its properties, its magical or its magical nature to
You were just going like that, and I was like, what's
sorry,
this?
this is trying to get words. This is looking up words in the word catalogue
Oh,
in my head, and this is how you sort them. You just shuffle them, and then yeah, they come out.
Don't ever do that. It's really weird to look at.
You like that?
Word
Okay.
salad.
Yes, but you believe it might not be within your skill to craft this.
I do not. What I was thinking is if I could get like a 5 or 6 foot chunk of this wood, I was going to try and find a woodworker to.
Oh
work.
yeah. That's maybe some bargaining you need to do with these boys on the front.
Yeah.
I'll just remind everyone of the names. You've got Browan and Penrit, who are the humans driving the cart. You've got Mork and Pork,
Who could
who
not forget
are
them?
the gnomish folk on there. They're the ones with their funny little red hats that taste of iron. And you know one of the names of the quicklings, and that is Grit. Yes, the cart trundles along, and you were insighting with a big roll there, a 20, dirty 20. They're completely honest
okay.
about the place to rest. They are absolutely lying of the fact that they get on well with the elves of Gargamel.
Oh, shocker. Was you surprised? I was surprised.
Yeah, completely.
Oh,
Blows me away, that does.
this DM keeping secrets and lies and subdivisions. I mean,
They,
yeah.
by our standards, they probably do get on with the elves of Gargamel quite well.
yeah, since you've murdered and abused how many people?
Don't know what you're talking about.
To be honest, they were terrorists and like murderers in our defense.
Foot shooting incident.
Have
The what?
no idea what you're
That was
talking
terrorism. That was terrorism. And animal cruelty.
and self-defense.
Wow, you're just pulling out all the big guns there, aren't you?
Yeah.
I
I
love it.
suppose it is, in a sense, self-defense, because you know what writhes in your belly. So it's one of your kin, it's defending your family, really.
Exactly.
Killian Norm,
That's
deep in your belly. Rumbles. It's hungry.
I should not be eaten.
No, this is going to make you really poorly because you're eating fruit.
I know, but it tastes so good.
Do you remember forwards? Are we just traveling at normal pace here, or are we slowing up? Are we encouraging these guys to move any
We're not
faster?
driving the cart. We're going as fast as the cart guys do.
Yeah,
pretty much.
exactly. But are you trying to have any input on this situation? Are we just trying
Nah.
to
No.
along?
I'm quite happy chilling for a bit. We've been
Yeah,
walking
we're
around
chilling.
for a long ass time.
Whoa, sorry, that was
On
a
here.
very loud Discord notification. I've nearly
Well,
blown
chilling.
everyone's brains out with a Discord notification, so I'm going to turn that off. Quick Discord, let's go away.
Don't know what that is. Eat it.
What is that? That's a piece of date.
Ah. Don't like it.
That's fine. You don't have to. There are other people in the world that like dates. So the car
Weird
travels
people.
along a little bit further. And you start hearing the sound of hurried footsteps, folks,
Oh dear.
beating down the track towards you.
From in front, from behind,
Yeah,
from
from in front of you, and I'm just about to reveal some more area.
dun, dun, dun.
Warning, team.
Warning, team.
Oh, someone's got.
Am I on the? Am I in Winswap Places?
No,
I thought you were sitting on the back watching backwards with Killian.
I can.
it doesn't matter. We've moved around.
This is
I
just.
was.
You can swap. Oh,
Okay.
wow, you
Seeing
can
as
swap.
me and Erwin are words,
Napster.
seeing as me and Erwin are having a nosy and keeping an eye out, why is Jax on top of ours?
We shouldn't have touched anything. Oh my god, we broke it.
They were
won't
perfectly
snap.
arranged tokens. And then you just come along and
What
fuck
I've
it.
just realised as well is technically there's only one gnome and one of the other guys on the cart. The other two are just walking beside it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, this is a it's tight. It's a tight fit on the cart, all right. What you see is you see a little crossroads, and pelting down it from the
yep.
far upness,
You are very
you see a halfling male charge into view, run down this little crossroads. Also, you can't quite see, can you? Let's move
I
you,
see it. Yeah.
let's move you up a little bit, Eve, so you can see what's going on a bit and zoom out.
Thank you.
Zoom in the hands. Zoom in the hands.
So yeah, you see this little guy. He's he kind of runs down this little path here, and then runs this way. You hear a door open, a door slam, and he comes running towards you down the path. And he seems to be carrying like several brass ornaments. And he's looking very hurriedly over his shoulder. Yeah, very halfling. You would recognize what kind of person this is. What kind of
Do
creature.
you know him? I say to the drivers.
He makes a peering look at this individual to see if he knows who it is. Yeah, he doesn't recognize this guy at all as he sort of runs down the road. Just charging full speed.
Can't help but notice he's running for his life.
Does he actually, can I insight? I mean, is he like afraid of something or trying to catch something? You know, does he look desperate? Does he look scared? What sort of?
You would get the impression that he's afraid. He's afeared.
He's
Is there
afeared.
anything or anyone following them?
Not that
That
you
we
can
can
see at the at this very moment. No, you cannot make that out for the time being. But he carries on, pouting towards you, kind of glances up at the car. It's coming! It's coming!
Can I try and snag him on the way past?
Yes, please make a, I guess, a grapple.
A grapple.
22. Big half and grapple. Oh.
Oh wow!
Wow.
30-20.
That will be a 5.
I mean, like literally, it'll just be his collar as he goes past and
Yeah.
sort of lifts up.
You just reach down. It's like one of those grabber machines.
Like a claw machine.
Like a claw machine.
Like
Yeah. His legs are still going. Let's go, please. Please, let's go. It's coming.
What's coming?
The forest.
And looking around going, he's already here.
literally, you know, holding it from the strap. I'm gonna be like, you mean this forest?
Like a lantern.
When you're moving towards it, like the up of the path, the kind of northern path, as we see on this map, his legs go faster. That bit of forest up there. Near the pond.
What's wrong with the forest? Do you live here?
He's incensed. He's just starting to go.
Jack,
Well,
that hat.
I feel we should let him go.
It's currently a bed for the little blue guys.
Oh.
Jackson, let the poor fellow go.
Wait, what's he got in his arm?
He's got some really lovely looking cups.
Oh, good God.
Oh, yeah.
What perspective did you go? Well, you got in your hat. What did he have in his hand?
Yeah. And I'm really freaking out just a little bit more, purely for my own entertainment.
You just kill your no, I don't expect anything less from you.
Cool, now lick him. Yes, like straight up, like as Jackson's like moving him round.
I will be lowering him back down at this point.
Oh no, I'm thinking like as you're moving him round,
As the lantern kind of
as
thing.
the lantern.
When
you
he
know,
reaches near enough Killian's face,
Like-
there's
all the way up the
A
front.
melon.
Purely for my own
So
entertainment.
I'm gonna say, as you lick this individual, you get the taste of fear,
Yeah,
afraid sweats.
Yeah.
But you also
Delicious.
get the taste of something like lemon meringue pie.
My favourite.
lemon meringue pie. Just because he tastes like that, can I lick him again?
Yeah, double licks. It still tastes the same.
Oh,
But your
don't let him
favourite,
go.
you're
Put him in the
getting rid
backpack.
of
We're keeping him.
whatever has
His ingredients now.
whatever has been around in the vicinity of this individual certainly has a good deal of sweetness, citrus, fluffiness, and a hint of meringue. I won't.
And a hint of meringue.
Actually made my belly rumble.
A hint of meringue. Is that?
Intimating that halflings taste of lemon meringue pie, which means the party will probably go around eating halflings.
Yeah.
I'm intimating that there is residue, not that it is actually the halfling. When you get down to the halfling bit, it's nothing but kind of like
Sweat.
fear sweats, but there is a layer of lemon
Delicious,
meringue.
delicious layer of
Yeah.
meringue.
There is a layer of meringue on this fear.
Is this the road towards Enhaven and Enjapar people?
Not for a little wait.
Okay. Do you want to go or do you want to come with us?
I don't want to go up there. I just grabbed my best brass.
The best grass. Okay.
Well, we're
I
heading
genuinely
that
thought you
way,
thinking
and we
best
can
bra.
probably
I feel
Like bras.
No, not
Sorry.
brass.
Jackson, I think you should really let him go.
Get off to the side.
let lower him off the side. Yeah, up he goes.
Yeah, it's like a Scooby Doo, like the feet are still going, and just puts them in the floor. Yeah, and he doesn't actually use the path. Like dashes off into some shrubbery.
Strawberry.
Rubber.
A
Shrubbery.
A shrubbery. There's already got one.
I just realised.
Yes, it's very nice. Stop.
I told him they've already got one.
Rowan and Henry.
Yeah.
Can you stop?
Hang on. Yes, Matt? You'd like to continue?
Right.
And Denrick, so is it normal that like people run away from the forest while in the middle of the forest? Could you come up this way normally?
No, this is not normal.
Did they look scared?
They look concerned, worried. There is a look of
WTF?
confusion about them. No, when we're normally here, it's just all about eating hearty food and having a few swigs of whatever they've got going, and then yeah, and might be a little bit of some pipe weed involved.
The trees around here are quite big, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
So if I stand on the back of the wagon, I'm not going to be able to see above the tree line.
No.
Popeyes took over your spot.
I will just sort of stand up to see if I can see a better view of what is going on.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You stand up, get a little bit more of a vantage point. And what you see is you can see several sort of roundish roofs in the immediate vicinity, larger ones and some smaller ones. And you can see to the northeast of this map, as we look at it here, you see that there are some. There is smoke. There is wood. Maybe the source of the wood smoke that Owen experienced earlier.
That must be the house where it came from.
As in forest fire smoke or chimney smoke?
It doesn't look raging out of control. It
Where's
looks
the
a
smoke?
steady. So it would be coming from
Small and contained, probably a fire, campfire.
this direction, somewhere over here.
Popeye, is that really appropriate?
Well, sort of more up this way. Look along the track further, okay?
Okay.
Oh, come on. Is that it? There.
Sure.
Popeye, will you
Yes.
stop using the mouse, please?
Dad, Mum won't give me any snacks.
It's not.
They're right there, Mummy. Look, if I look at you, they're right there.
Yes,
I'm
what would you
trying
like to do? You can see a small dwelling with a door kind of banging on its hinges down here to your right. It's kind of
Right.
you can see another larger dwelling just here with the entrance being you kind of get the feeling that that might be an inn or a tavern, and then one other sort of house dwelling on this side.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
I was going to say, which is driving, Brohan or Denrick?
Rowan.
Brohan, do you want to like turn around here just in case we do need to run away and we're going to have a look?
Well, I can do. That would be very good of you.
Well, you've got Mork and Pork here all kind of like as guards, so you guys can keep an eye on the wagon and the horse and things, and we can go and have a look and see what's happening with the forest.
All right. What we'll do is we'll get it turned about on the path, and we'll wait just up by the inn there. Oh, they've taken Charlie there. Sorry,
Charlie's like, wait for me.
Charlie's come with them. They're going to pull the little cart over to here. and yeah, we'll be ready for you when you come back.
Okay. Well, I was going to then suggest that Charlie might want to do a little bit of aerial, and Erwin might want to do a little bit of sneaky recon.
Sneaky recon.
Sneaky recon, my favourite. Happy to do so. If you hear me screaming, come help.
What, do you want to let Erwin chat?
Of course. Everyone loves
Let's
listening
get
to Erwin chat.
connected. Let's get connected.
And I will connect
Then we can run.
everybody.
Then we can hear you run screaming from things, and we can run away too, or come and help.
Can I ask?
I like the fact we can run away too. Right.
Oh,
Ooh, that sounded painful. I'm gonna.
The smell of. Is there a smell
yeah.
of like what I tasted of a lemon meringue pie that I tasted on the half lemon?
Is there a smell of it in the air?
Yeah.
It's quite hard to track lemon meringue pie in the denseness of this underbrush.
Excuse me. One, I've tasted it, and two, this is Killian Norn. If there is food about, he will find it.
Maybe a perception check or an investigation check, whichever you'd like, Killian on. And then tell me all about it. How does Killian go? Oh, he wants something. Ed, what do you want? Oh, he needs the carbon.
Perception or what was it?
Or an investigation.
Okay.
Luck bit. Oh, it's a 13, critically out.
So 14.
14 on a perception or an investigation?
Both.
Oh, which one are you using?
Perception.
Perception.
Do I smell it? Do I taste it?
The tongue licks into the air, lizard-like, snake-like, and yeah, and kind of tastes the very essences around. You can pick up with a 14. You are immediately drawn to the inn.
Yeah.
In front of you.
Okay. Hello, Daisy, pack it in.
Do tell me, Erwin, what are we doing?
I'm going to sneak through the forest. Can't click on there. Through the forest, probably that direction.
Okay. Up the side, up the kind of westerly side of here, yes?
Yeah, pretty much heading like that direction.
Okay. So I'll reveal some map and you can sort of tell me where you sneak, all right?
35, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
I'll tell you when to stop.
25.
How about that? That's probably easier than
Yeah.
giving you
Creeping around this way, get to here. Try to keep the no rush, obviously, and I'm definitely being stealthy.
Yes. I'm not gonna make you give me a roll now and we'll see how and it's gonna last you for the scene, basically.
Fair enough. 26.
26. Lovely and quiet. Not snapping any twigs. You delicately step over all of the grass verges, which are kept very nice. Actually, they're much tidier than the rest of the tangled underbrush that you would that you.
God, it's like I have civilization here. I almost want to kiss the building.
Yeah, the building is a cob kind of house with wooden supports built into it.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, it's not surprised. Not surprised.
It's still a sign. It's still something of hominoid creation. You know, 2 arms, 2 legs, and not formed out of pure horror and hell.
You'll say there's no fungi involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a fungus-free zone.
Nice. Checking this building very carefully for sounds of habitation.
Yes. Please make me a perception check as you kind of lay your goblinoid ear upon the wall or the panel.
Did you touch
16. I can get you better. I can do better if I need to.
16 will give you the fact that this building is not inhabited right now. It is an empty building, and also with that, you think the door is unlocked.
Then I will summon a psychic dagger to just touch the door and push it open a little bit, just so I can get an eye in.
It creaks slowly, and you see what appears to be a small foot locker, and at the bottom of a bed.
Interesting. Just a dwelling, nothing else. Fascinating.
Little tiny little.
I will continue. I'll probably go from here. I'll get the old pen out. I keep going to the actual share screen to grab the tools. They can't because the share screen.
It's
Right.
just how the recording, isn't it? So funny.
I'm probably going to go that way.
You want me to move you up, Killy Norm?
That,
There's someone near these horses.
Yeah.
No. Killian will approach behind. Yeah, okay.
There
Yeah.
we go. I'm probably going to go that way and probably head up there.
Yeah, you can do that. You kind of circumlocute.
Go around the building through the forest, trying up that way.
Yeah, you're trying to get ahead. You come across another small dwelling. Just on the. Why didn't reveal? Why did that not reveal? That's very
Doesn't
annoying.
like you.
Oh, you find another small little dwelling here, and more path that kind of curves around this way.
Interesting. Cool. First building I came to through Erwin chat, which is going to last 5 hours, and everyone's connected. Everyone in my party is connected, at least. First building, just sleeping dwellings. Couldn't see much more in that, but nobody's been there. Door is unlocked. Heading up to the next building. Small building again, round, all made of wood. Gonna get closer now, see if I can't detect anyone. And do the same checking.
Yeah. You
No
do.
signs of like forced entry or forced exit.
No, it's a very relaxed environment. Although when you use your dagger on this one and open it slightly, you do see a few more interesting things. You see like a little mat laid out on a table just here. Hold on, I'm pinning with the wrong one. You see a little little round table with like which has got a few arcane symbols on it, some herbology type stuff. Assume something druidic in nature.
I think a druid's hut. Door's still open. Nobody at home. Stop, and I'll go. Can anybody hear anyone or anything? It's a big day. Should be able to hear someone doing something. I'm also listening for bird song and bee song and bee sounds and
Bee cat.
I'm never looking for bee cat. Go.
Hey.
Wrong world, Pete. Wrong
How
world.
about mushroom hamsters? Gerbil.
Owen is aware and afraid and afeared.
I'm going up that way.
You vanish off into some underbrush. What is the rest of you doing? While
I would like to move up to the first one he said that was sleeping rooms.
Yes.
I don't want to go onto the path. What I would like to do is have a look for tracks. I'm assuming Erwin should be relatively recognizable to see how long, like, when was this place last used other than Erwin?
Yes, you can maybe roll, but it doesn't really need it. But let's have a little roll and see how much information I can give you.
For survival, yes.
Yes, a tracking. That's how we normally do those.
21.
21. Why
Very nice.
you're rolling like devils this evening? Absolute fiends.
That will last right to the point of combat now. It'll be twos and ones for across the board.
Oh yeah.
That's how you roll.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So Jax, very recently there is scuff marks in the very fine dirt that's on the path. There are footprints toing and froing. There is even, as you look on the floor, it looks like someone has spilt picked berries. There has been a tumble. These are no longer attached to vine or branch or whatever they came from the stem. There is a little tumble of mixed berries on the floor. Some sort of blueberry, a raspberry, and another kind of berry. You're not sure what it is.
Could I try and follow that to the I'm assuming the fleeing whatever is happening in this forest that last gnome was telling us about, halfling gnome was telling us about.
Ah.
I would like to try and follow that and see basically have they gone south as well, or did they run into the woods or
Oh
what?
no! This is where it's quite confusing because they look like they follow the path northerly, and as you follow, if you go further, it will follow around this way. Ping again.
So okay, I will follow around a bit.
Killian, are you following? Because you can move yourself if you want. You are. I know we're a bit zoomed out here. Well, you can go in a bit if you want. You got control. You got the power. You got the power.
Like the
Yes.
people from the sleeping thing fled up the path north, like relatively recently.
Yes.
Me?
No doubt.
Sorry, go on.
Did you really just do that?
Yeah, revenge is so slow.
Oh,
Cancel. Yeah.
I don't know what I did.
did you delete yourself?
No. Yeah.
So Killian moves up. You're also spun around. Let me turn you around a bit, Killian. You're a bit.
Just be cautious. Clearly, everyone has just fled, but they've not locked their doors, and they have left like. Well, Druid had at least has left it all all their stuff out. Nothing seems rushed though. Other than that halfling screaming, running away with his like prized possessions, nothing here seems to be so inclined.
The ones that fled the sleeping room were quite rushed. They tripped over and spilled some berries and ran off.
I didn't see that. Well done, well spotted.
Yeah, it's slightly further up the path, but when Jack's followed the tracks, you could clearly see. So, are you stop feeding them dogs, Bean?
I'm not.
You kind of follow it around, and you kind of come across a little coppice area of wood at the back here. It seems to be a small garden. There are a few vegetables, a few begonias planted out in this area, round the back, and another tiny dwelling.
Yeah, it's nutty.
Well,
It's nuts.
okay, check the ground then, as well as check the building.
You in this case, after the information you received from Dear Jackson, and start looking around on the ground as well at this in this area at this next house along on the track, and you are able to ascertain that again someone has left and walked out of this place, and you kind of look around on the floor and you see a very different coloured patch of dust. There's a patch of dust here that is not of other dust.
Okay. I will get out my cobbling tools and use a flathead needle because it's got a bit of a dip in it like that, a leather needle.
Yes.
And use it as a tiny little spoon to get some of the dust up and give it a closer inspection.
Start snorting random dust off.
I'm not I'm not killing Norm. I'm not going to lick it. I'm not going to lick it. I'm not going to sniff it. I'm not going to eat it.
You
I would like some
rub
sort
it
of.
into your gums, aren't you?
It is.
Rub it into your gums, aren't you?
Oh, I say great, this stuff. No, I kind of want to see if it's something noticeable, recognizable. I don't know how to do it, either a medicine roll or a survival roll. Identify
You
it.
can make roll me a
Or Arcana.
which do you, it's not magical in nature. You can ascertain that straight away. But
Not alchemical then.
No, make me a roll that you would like out of either of those two. I'm quite happy for you to use either.
Okay, well. Yeah. I'm not terribly sure.
Does it have medicinal properties, or would you like to know its nature, basically?
Okay. Probably nature. Through it, either more importantly, is it foreign to the land or
Hmm.
from the land sort of thing? Is it something that's been produced here, or is it an effect that
Hmm.
has been
Yeah.
laid down upon the ground?
Mm-hmm. You scoop up this fine yellowish, reddish stuff.
20.
Ah, it is not of this land. You
Hmm.
have experienced this ingredient or seen this ingredient once before
Yeah.
in your very sheltered dwelling of being a native-born Frohastian
Sheltered.
of Mordensa.
Largest metropolitan city in the whole known world. Sheltered.
Of the south, but you were you were street born.
Hmm.
The time you saw it, you reckon, was in the kitchen of Mama Ust
Oh, yeah.
on
Is it
the
like
when you'd been perusing, on a meal or walking off the 9,000th croissant that you'd consumed when you were feeding up and spending some time in the kitchen.
let's be pretty honest. I wasn't eating 9,000. I was stealing 9,000 croissants to feed to the kids. But cool. Yeah. Absolutely fair.
Tomato.
Yeah, tomato, indeed.
Mhm.
It is it's a quite bitter, but also aromatic dried spice.
I love how the swap dog. Fireplace.
And it's just spilt on the ground here.
Yeah. And
It's-
again,
it's-
as you
it's-
look,
it's
you can
spilt
see this kind of
Deliberately or spilt as in, spilt accidentally.
spill, accidentally spill. Something's going on.
Odd. Everyone seems to be grabbing the greatest possession
Does it
and running out the door.
in a hurry?
I just found some spice on the ground here. Like your berries, Jackson, this has been spilt. But who runs away from a threat and grabs the spice rack?
Does it
Not like the bedding or the water or some food, but the spice rack.
Killian.
Killian would drag out the entire cupboard. And that would actually some sense to it.
So where are you?
I'm furthest north, a building with very pink decor.
Okay, well we're heading up the path following the berry droppers.
Okay, I haven't seen them yet. I'm going to cut across the forest. Just be cautious when you go around a big building now, okay? It's a bit of a blind corner.
We're passing the inn at the moment, I think.
Be cautious. I haven't been around that area yet. In fact, wait a second. Let me get some distance.
Okay.
And I'm going to head down that way to about there.
Yes, please
to-
do. Can you come out there, mate? Pop right out. Come on, back up. You can't be under there.
You is too big.
You do.
That's me.
You do. You head around the corner and you reveal some more stuff.
Ooh.
Is at this point that you see again, as you're hiding in the corner,
Yep.
In these kind of edge of shrubs,
Mhm.
you see an individual again running
Somebody's coming.
down this path. They
Coming
are
for the north.
again a halfling,
It's a
and
halfling.
they are dressed in a beautiful sari. They are wrapped in a silk that goes round several times, and their hair is very dark and streaked back and tied in a bun at the back. They have a kind of caramel to brown coloured skin. They have very large eyes and beautiful cat-eye makeup on their faces. Like
It's a
cat-eye,
halfling.
like eyeliner and so on. I mean, not actually painted like a cat.
Peter.
It's a female halfling. I'll give them. I'll give them notice if she goes their way or goes a different direction.
Um, she is heading this way and running along the path. Does not see you.
Go.
And
Coming your way, because we're ready.
and takes a right and starts running in to this building.
Ah, she's heading to the pink building
We
north.
see her at that point.
Pretty
Yeah,
much,
you would see her, and she was just pouting full pace, running along, not holding anything in their arms, and then run to that building.
I will head up the path that they've just. So I'm basically going to follow up, but I'm not. I'm not going to run up the path. I'm
No,
gonna.
you're just
I don't
going to
think I'm
lumber
going
up.
to. I'm going to head up that path that she just went down.
I'm doing a Jack Stridey walk sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Killian, are you moving anywhere at this point? What do you-
Yes.
Where do you want to move up to? Or you can move yourself. Charles will kind of move up. Charles at this point will kind of fly up. So Charles is going to fly and be aerial support. Looking over the area, looking down. I see a small river, Owen. And Owen, you a small maybe water lake. I'm not quite sure. And he will. You kind of get a good space unveiled.
I look up. I look up at the bird man. That's good, Charlie, but you are a little bit obvious.
Oh,
Big flying thing in the sky. What's that?
I'll come lower. And he kind of just will land in the top of a tree nearby and kind of put
Ah, he's nesting.
yeah, you start seeing an area like almost like a village green. And set up around this village green are several little benches and little blankets, little picnic things to put out, and you can see the source of the smoke, Owen. I haven't put it on the map, but I will find something to do it as an icon, just so that you can see the thing, what I want to represent. There is a like a little campfire type thing with a spit above it, and there is food cooking upon it.
Oh,
It's quite a large fire. It is under control. It is there for the purposes of cooking for this feast, it appears. And it's on this side
people.
of the lake.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you just about glimpse someone just here on the side of the water, and they are peering towards the forest in the far north of this map. And they are looking quite they're looking afeared. They have a bow in their hand, and they are firing, it would appear, like into the forest, like at the
I see two more halflings. They're around what looks like some sort of festivity, some sort of campsite or something, and they're firing the bows into the forest.
Yeah, this one, the bottom, the most southerly one is kind of has a bow, and they are. This one here is firing a bow. This one is kind of brandishing a short sword, and they have a shield, like a little buckler on their arm, and they are just kind of backing away from this corner of the forest, just up in the.
Do they see can I see any movement from where they're firing or backing away from?
Not right now.
Okay.
You can kind of hear
good line.
smashing and crashing and the sound of breaking branches. And it looks like the forest is like kind of moving and shifting, like something.
Something big's coming out of the forest.
Yeah,
I say to the
very
group.
big.
I'm just gonna go and have a chat with the one that went in the pink room.
Yeah.
Okay, make a quick chat.
Yeah. Killian, are you moving up, my friend?
Yes.
When the dog has stopped.
I know
Laughing
he's
with me.
finally got off. He
I
wanted.
want to reveal the
Oh
rest
my
of the map
gosh.
to where we are. Here we go.
He wanted a cuddle.
Yeah, he did want to. He's a big baby.
Because he's so big, you can't.
You
can't
all
say
very
no.
spread out now, by the way, guys. I'm just telling you
Yeah.
this, okay?
Yeah, well, as soon as you see a threat, I might be running in the other direction at speed, but this is kind of the point.
We'll run into a house, grab some valuables, and run off to the south.
Oh my god, I need to grab my money bag. What's my money in here?
In the room that I'm closest to, for goodness sake, Peter.
The room that you're closest to, the inn, the
No,
one that appears to be an inn down here on the bottom right.
no, this room.
Oh, that one, yeah, the one that
When Erwin was in there, did he say anything about
he
this?
said it was appeared to be something druidish.
British.
Could I go in?
Druidish.
Could I go in and
Good.
have a look at it? Because I may know what it is.
Go on.
Is
Go
that
on.
okay?
Yeah.
Lovely idea.
Go on.
Can I go in here and loot?
Oh, where have you pinged your
I
token
don't
to?
know.
I would.
It's
What
gone
did
off
you do,
It
Killian?
just pinged.
Killian, you literally just dropped yourself off of the map.
Yep.
I had full control of it and then it disappeared.
Right, let me get your token back, shall I?
Yeah, it's off the map to the left somewhere.
Yeah, but
you-
where
do
we
you want
do
me
not.
to
No,
have
no,
that?
no, don't. I'll find you. Don't press any more buttons.
You technically still have it selected by the looks of
Yeah,
things.
exactly.
So if you press your arrow keys to the
Yeah,
right, you
maybe
might.
I can move you back on if we just click in the map.
No, okay, kill it now.
Oh no, because it will have selected it, won't it? It'll
Yeah,
unselect,
deselected it now, yeah.
but I was already in a different screen. Right, so let me copy you back, Killian. Oh, Killian.
This is why you trust.
The amazing, teleporting, phase shifting, Dragonborn.
Yeah, it's why you shouldn't trust me with buttons,
Wait, you appeared.
especially flashy ones.
You done it again. Stop moving the freaking mouse.
How are you doing that?
No.
Right, there you are.
How can I?
You go in that room. What
Where
you-
am I? Look, there. I'm there.
You're in there.
I can't see.
You are in the room. Oh dear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done that.
scroll back. Yeah.
Can I have a look over here?
Oh,
And
what are you looking at? Killing Lord.
look, as Erwin said, they looked through
Druidic in nature.
that.
Mhm.
So can I have a look at them?
In through the lens of Arcana.
Yes.
Please do.
Yes. Right.
Use that lens. Focus that focal point. Zoom in. with Dragonborn beak.
17.
Definitely what Owen says. It is. There are
Do I recognise it at all? Do I?
there are several ingredients on this table. This
Yeah.
looks like a place for making maybe something like a you guess a healing salve, some sort of moss, and some sort of poultices are being created.
Lemon meringue pie.
Yeah, lemon meringue pie.
No sign of pie. I told you where the pie was coming from, the inn.
Yeah, but I can be hopeful. Poor Matt. Like,
Oh,
he
still
looks like
choking.
he's in so much pain every time he coughs. I'm like, oh.
My sternum, I've been coughing for the last 2 days. My sternum is actually tender. It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, sucks, man. You do see some kind of, or you find moss. You sort of find a little vial that's full of petals and crushed into water, and like a mix of stuff into water, and like a diffusion of these petals.
Ooh.
You stealing it?
I'm not stealing it. I'm just taking it without permission.
liberating.
Yes.
Okay, yes, you can put into your
The restoration of goods.
a vial of rose water. It smells fragrant and pretty.
Birdie. It'd be pretty good.
Pretty.
Pretty rose water.
It'd be pretty good.
Just so pretty.
Right. What am I doing? Yes.
Out of interest, Pete, these buildings, are they hobbit-sized?
Yeah, they are.
So, like, for me to get in, I probably have to go on my hands and knees type thing.
The portals are large. These are well accommodated and quite well settled. They are not new, is what you would notice about them either. They are well established, and the grounds around them are, growing up, and they look settled in. They don't look freshly.
Not new builds. They're been here for a while.
No. They're not affordable homes.
Then they're not affordable housing.
Yeah, these are not affordable housing. These are ones that actually people get to live in. You having a look around? Are you doing anything else in there? You can see like a little desk, a little bed, this little table with a little doohickey on it, something being made. On the desk, you see some writing implements. It has several little drawers down the side of it.
No, I've kind of had a look at the stuff that I haven't mentioned, so I'll come out and I'll go. I won't touch it. I'll let you move me.
You can move, but just go and throw yourself off the
I
map.
didn't. I let go of it when it was here, and it went over here. Look.
Okay, you're going to be backing up Jackson, yes?
Jax can handle himself.
Okay, moving into that place.
You moved. Well done.
Okay, cool, fantastic. You didn't know, Jackson. We're going to come to you with you. You can hear rummaging and clanking and banging and horrid movements within this space.
What I'm probably going to do is lean on the door frame and sort of duck my head down and sort of so my head's inside, sort of thing. Be like, so what's coming out of the forest?
I'll do it.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Jax. We were on our way here to stay for the inn, and like everyone seems to be running away, and stuff's coming out of the forest.
Oh, bloody forest is coming alive. It feels like so here on holiday myself to see my cousin. Twice removed, I think, or I don't know. It's very weird halfling lives.
Well, if you want to go, we've got our ride back by the inn. If you want to go and get on that, we're just checking it out, and we'll see if we can stop it.
I've got a few things from my luggage. My luggage. I was just getting it because I didn't want to leave behind.
Can I? And I know it's insight.
Yes.
Is this, I'm fleeing from something? Is there some sort of compulsion to collect stuff? Is what I'm trying to, are they being controlled to collect their valuables?
Oh,
like
okay.
Wiggly wobbly woo stuff.
It's a little weird. We're running away. I'm going to stop and pack a bag.
And they all seem to be running in different directions and coming back and things like that. So what I'm trying to work out is they're running in and grabbing valuables. Is it shit that there's a sort of a tsunami coming? I grab my kids, I grab some sort of water, and I run off away from it. Or is it I'm under some sort of compulsion to collect up my valuables for something?
Give me that roll.
For
the crave.
Pack your bags and leave, says the great sorcerer. You go in and pack your bags to leave.
You become a small green thing on the floor.
I have no idea. I've got a 7.
You start becoming part of the no, Jackson, you peer. This woman seems panicked. You cannot understand quite the compulsion here at all.
To be honest, I'm probably the wrong person to be asking this question, but that's where my brain
notice she says to you, "Take you a ride out of the forest to the road would be fantastic. To the round road if you're heading that way."
Tell Brohan and Denrick on the wagon that Jack sent you.
Okay, I will. And she runs past you, and as she runs past you, Jackson, you get the smell of something quite exotic.
Okay.
A combination of sort of heady aromatic spice.
She runs past you and you get a scent of sleeping powder. Ah, crap.
Oh, that smells like
Doesn't really smell of chloroform to you.
I sent the halfling to the wagon, and I'm coming round now.
Okay. I'm watching the forest. I can see Killian near me.
I will start wandering around.
Yeah.
Sort of. I mean, to be honest, once I see Killian, I'll wander up to Killian.
Mhm.
Like,
And
yeah,
Charles
right.
is Charles will perch up over here in some tree line.
From where we are, can we see the foresty moving stuff?
Yeah, you can see the leaves and branches are quite crazy. This guy's backing off, and
And it's up here somewhere.
it's no. For some reason, this icon for this fire is the strangest shaped token.
Yeah, because
Moving.
different scales or moving. Yeah. Ah!
It's very weird. Like the actual icon, because it's got smoke on it.
Yeah,
has
it's
made
bigger.
it like a rectangle. So I'm going to just drop it to the bottom.
If you right click on it, you can probably make it as drawing.
I just put it on the map there.
Yeah, that works.
Put it out of the way.
No, it's up this sort of area of forest that's freaking out.
This area between these two dwellings here.
Okay.
I'm going to sneak around to there.
Where are you? Because there's a lake or a pond or something.
I'm just southeast of the bonfire in the forest,
Okay.
behind the house to your right.
I will move and have a look that away.
Ah, you're parallel to me. I can see you.
Okay.
Okay. At this point, this halfling screams out, "You shan't take any more of us!" And he runs forwards across the green, and you see a great branch of the forest reach out and literally just scoop him off of his feet and pull him up into the trees. And we shall take a break just there before we do anything else. And we need to let our dog out and make some teas and coffees before we kick in to some initiative.
You want to pause it?
Yes, I shall do the pause thing on the thingy thing. Get your best pause faces on, everybody. And where's the pause recording button? I don't know where that is. Or when I'm on screen share.
Just let Bean touch it. It'll stop.
Is oh, let me do that first. So, welcome back. Welcome back, Fragments. What you see, in fact, just before our dear friend Matt has to make a move due to being germified, is you see part of the forest swoop down, scooping up a halfling in a vine. It lassos this little halfling round the neck and tugs, and the shield, buckler, and buckler and sword are just dropped on the floor and just writhing, the legs kicking in the air. And you see coming out of the forest, you see a thing.
A thing. Oh, interesting.
You see this large tree that is covered in hanging bodies. Some desiccated, some quite fresh and coloured like some of the berries you picked up earlier, a deep puce in colour, and begins lumbering forward, swinging these nooses, and starts heading towards the other halfling in the area, the next nearest target it can see, and starts lumbering this way. You can see that it swings out, and its roots also, when it puts its feet in, they dig deep into the soil and sort of send crack marks as it stomps through. It is humongous. It is exactly what the halfling said. It is a piece of the forest come alive, and it begins marching towards you. We would roll initiative now, but should we save that for the next bit?
Yeah,
Because of
Yeah,
Matt being a bit on the unwell side, bless him.
just a bit.
And we'll call it there, shall we, everybody? So just Matt can
Wait,
get
hello.
bed rest. Yeah,
That's my plan, is to go and crawl into bed.
yeah. Go and crawl
Yeah.
into bed, dude. Your eyes are gradually closing in sort of pain. So